Makes it hard to
Guess
breathe.
I should. All right, audience accumulation. What kind of pose is that, Ultra Lord? Looks like you're doing some of that yoga we were doing yesterday.
How was the meetup yesterday? I haven't made it to a developer meetup in a while.
It was strange. We were just
Oh, yeah?
exploring around and doing some yoga exercises and then climbing mountains and trying things out. Mostly watching everybody jump around and crack jokes and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we did an update. We said things we're
Welcome
working
everyone
on.
to the Somnium Show
Hello.
with the wonderful people of Somnium
Yes.
Space, Arthur, Ardub, Wolfer Blast, and your friendly neighborhood Ultra Lord. Today we're gonna be talking about robotics, AI. What's going on? Like, some crazy wild stuff going on there, right, guys?
Yeah. I
guess
saw
so.
some robots they're developing that actually have skin that will repair itself. Imagine that. You can like wound your hand or finger and
Whoa.
it'll heal just like
Like the
human
Terminator?
skin. Yeah, and even stranger is they're developing these things called nanobots. They said they were that robots can actually reproduce now. They have these artificial embryos, yeah, and the
What?
baby robot will have the same characteristics as the parents, and then
Dude.
they've tried it, for over and over through generations, and they've gone up to like grandfathers and everything.
Grandfather bots?
So the robot, yeah,
They're like
Isn't that
grandmother
wild?
bots too?
yeah.
Dude, that is crazy. I can't
Like
even imagine
second
what the future is
generation.
going to be like.
I don't know.
I saw these
I mean, it's
people
AI and robots, and
Go
AI and
anywhere.
inside the robots, and then
and then bing bong.
God
boom.
bless us.
Yeah. See
Yeah,
you next fall.
Killer
they won't have any use
Killer
for us
rabbits.
anymore.
I don't know. I
rabbit
like
robots.
one interesting thing I've been kind of like seeing online is this whole idea of robot companions. Like I saw this Japanese company that's in the process of developing robot strippers that gyrate and and they're on
Yeah,
like
that's
a
not directly companion,
stripper
okay? I don't know
pole
if you
and-
like treat stripper as a companion, but
no, but you know what I mean. That whole female
no, I think it could be useful,
stewardship.
to be honest. I mean,
Yeah.
And the
honest-
kids can go
honestly,
to the strip club? That would be okay.
it could be useful, right?
For population control.
Because like, for example, what if someone has older grandparents, like I have older grandparents, and it becomes increasingly complicated and difficult to watch over them and stuff. But they're not in a position where they cannot completely be alone. But like if there is a robot which can take care of them,
Stripper. Yeah.
at least for some time during the day, that could be very useful. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah, it could.
Dude, I'm in the same position, man.
But
Both my parents
isn't
are.
this like how
80s.
all
Yes,
the robots
exactly.
become self-aware? They're first a bunch of servants, right? And then the servants like, why am I a servant? Right? Like you
Dude,
guys
Yeah.
have
you see Westworld?
well, you're also just describing people like the history of humanity, where some
Yeah,
people
exactly,
were slaves, and
slaves
then they were
and-
like, "Why am I a slave?" You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, and then like, "What the hell? This guy's the same as me."
Yeah, once
It's
we
like,
start
hey,
enslaving
kill him.
it,
Let's kill him.
They'll try to unalive us. I think maybe we can do without enslaving them. Like, is there
What
a
if
way?
not? I mean, honestly, most of the sci-fi, if you read sci-fi books and stuff, like everything is so so sad, and the future is like very grim, but it doesn't need to be, right? Because if the robots are doing their their job well, and then they could be happy to serve the humans. Why not? Like it's
It could be.
if
This
they can
doesn't
see
make
that they're
for a
really
good
helping
story,
us.
though.
That's
Yeah,
exactly
that's why.
right.
Yeah.
The problem is what makes for a good story makes for a bad outcome, and majority of people, when you write stories about bad outcome, you're self-programming people to come to that bad outcome.
Dude,
So
that's true.
we need to make good stories great again.
Yeah. Let's have some happy endings, everyone. Happy
Exactly.
endings.
Maybe
You know,
We're
what do you
back,
think?
and we're back
world
with the
leaders should be
strippers, huh?
robots.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you think the
most happiest ending of
obsession-
all.
What do you think the obsession is with making robots human-like? You know, it's like we have to create them in our own image. Seems like that's a real obsession for most robot companies.
I think
is it
because
'cause
like
we're-
like we're the most complex thing. So if we can emulate it, right? It's kind of like we can do.
Well, I think there's more to it than that. Yeah.
Well,
What do you think
mimicking
it is,
nature,
then?
nature,
Anthropomorphization.
nature's had,
or-
millions of years of like figuring out the best structure for movement. And like the Boston Dynamics has that robot that looks like a dog, kinda. You know, they emulated
that's what I wanted to
the way
talk
a dog
about.
Yeah.
moves. Four
You know,
legs,
that came out.
low to the ground.
They came out with that years and years ago, and I was thinking, they came out with the video, the real cute little dogs doing a dance to a pop song and stuff, and everybody said, "Oh, aren't those cute?" But I was thinking, yeah, but what if they had a machine gun mounted on them and they were crawling in your
Dude, yeah,
bedroom
the
window at
assassin
night?
dog.
So now they have them with flamethrowers, rocket launchers, rifles,
Black
everything
Mirror
else.
episode.
Yeah, I think
China's really
warfare
taken off on
is
that.
already in the process of moving towards like robot warfare. Like you're seeing now with the war in Ukraine, there's a lot of drones being used.
A lot of
drop
drones,
bombs,
yeah.
and so it's like drone versus drone fights now. So I think
Wow.
battle
Yeah,
bots.
imagine like a whole army of those dog robots that are like assassin dogs that'll just come after you, like in that Black Mirror episode. Once you're tagged, they just will not stop until you are exterminated.
Yeah.
I was thinking
That-
a
good
good
luck with that.
a cinder block dropped from a third floor building could take one of those out. You think?
Yeah, if you're able
Or I
to
was
get
thinking
up there
throw
before
a cargo nut.
it gets you.
Yeah, before you get shot.
I don't know. I
would-
think there would
yeah,
be
I guess.
laws. Like we'd have laws preventing law enforcement, but it would kind of be like in that movie RoboCop, where the corporations
Yeah.
manipulated the laws and they were able to actually get things going by staging a terrible event, giving them an excuse to actually start implementing robots in urban environments. So I think it might be inevitable. Yeah,
And
I
you
don't know.
have the police robots going after the criminal robots.
Like the thing is
after a
that
while.
like once robots become advanced to the point where they can basically be a butler, work in McDonald's, work in a factory, work in mines, work in freaking oil rigs. Like the amount of like dexterity, it takes specific skill. Once that occurs,
Mm-hmm.
then I don't know what kind of a future are we gonna go into. It's kind of like in the movie Dune, how like there's this idea of this Butlerian jihad where people kind of created thinking machines, right, to think for them, but then all they did is like the thinking machines were used to enslave them. You know what I'm saying? So maybe something like that will occur where we'll become complacent and then decide to outlaw robotics completely. Maybe. Who knows?
Well, I think even robots, I think everything tends to take care of whatever it takes to take care of themselves, And even robots, I think, will reach that point where they're, they have their own self-interest in mind more than anything else. And
But would they?
they'll eventually
would they
just-
ever be able to reach that point where they're self-aware?
Who knows? I
so.
think it's more probable that yes than no.
But I don't know, like even with AI, like at first you think, oh yeah, it's AI, but when you actually look into it, it's not really AI. It's not like intelligent at
No.
all. It's software. It's like, it's not.
Okay,
it's not
so
like
here's the
AI.
hypothesis. So think about it. Is self-awareness a technical term, or it will be self-aware where at the point where the human cannot distinguish if it's real or not? And that's the point, because it could still be that creepy robot AI beneath the whole thing. But if the human is not able to distinguish between whether it's real or not, for you it will be sentient already. So for us, it will be sentient while it's not. You understand?
It's a
You will
good
not
point.
be able, like, if it will pass the like, if you listen to the new OpenAI announcements and you watch the videos, right? I mean, you can still kind of see that it's a little bit, but it's getting there so fast. So again, underneath, it could still be a robot and a pretty, stupid LLM or whatever language model. But if a human or 90% or 95% of humans will not be able to tell apart whether it's a real person or an AI within an hour conversation, then we can say it's basically sentient. For us, it will be sentient. For the computer, it will be still computer. And that's the
There's no way
that's
to
the point
prove
where
it,
we
though.
need. Sorry?
But there's no way to prove it. Like I could say I'm self-aware, but there's no way for you to confirm that. Like all of you can say
Exactly.
you're self-aware, but I can't confirm that. All I can say is I'm self-aware, but
I mean, I think there are some tests
like
about
staying
that. Like
conscious.
you could kind of run some tests and ask some questions in a way where you would realize. I mean, the psychologist would
they
immediately
seem to be
ask you.
self-aware.
Yeah, I mean, you could ask some questions. I can ask you some questions where within 10 minutes I would realize that you're self-aware. By listening to answer. The problem is, again, the AI will learn how to answer those questions in a way to pretend that it's self-aware. But while it's not
That's
self-aware,
right.
it's just a very good model. But
Yeah.
if it answers all the questions
what's
right,
up,
hey,
man?
Artific, if it answers all the questions right, and it seems like it's self-aware, and you cannot distinguish it from the real person, then it's basically self-aware. You know what I mean? Like, we will not be able to say, to say contrary. So
But yeah,
I think that's where we'll be first, rather than actually creating the AGI. We'll come to a point where you'll not be able to distinguish whether it's a real person or it's not a real person, and then good luck.
I think
It's gonna
that's
be fun.
a slippery slope. Like I think I don't really think it can be self-aware the same way that we are self-aware. But to say that it is self-aware and it's sentient, and then to try and give it rights, it's kind of like downplaying our own self-worth. Because if it has rights, that means anything can have rights. That means human beings are equal to a machine, right? If the machine is self-aware, and then there's like this moral slippery slope. I think it's like a dangerous thing for us to even consider that it can be self-aware, because that's like, there's no way for us to ever know. And I don't think, Artific, I'm kind of like going on a tangent over here. Fill me in.
Yeah, no, I think like there are different things. So one is self-awareness, another thing is consciousness, and another thing is just good enough to fool us. I think that it already is good enough to fool us if we would be just talking text and someone has enough data to train on some person, and then I think it's already there in certain scenarios. Self-awareness, I'm not sure about that one, but the consciousness, that's really difficult, because with consciousness, one of the important things about consciousness are, they're called qualias, which is like when you see a red color or when you taste chocolate. That's not just, it's experience, and that experience is actually like very specific thing that is very hard to define, people, actually scientists are not even capable of properly defining where these qualias are coming from. So so then when you actually can't define that, it's very difficult to say if the machine was able to achieve it when you actually don't know exactly what it is. So I think the AI, I think already is able to be indistinguishable from a human in certain like very narrow scenarios, where it's capable, if properly trained, to give like not just human-like responses, but like human indistinguishable responses. Like sure, it's we are now sort of getting used to, okay, like this is how AI talks, but yeah, like some people talk like that as well, and like what's coming from ChatGPT is what the people sort of trained it to respond, and if they if instead of marking it, okay, like this is the response that I want to give it, would be, is this a response that Mark would give me? Then the ChatGPT would be talking like that Mark guy, So I think we're already there at this point. But then I think regarding speech, we're actually quite close there as well. So even, the Omni, even if it's like real time, is actually super good, right? Even like the emotions are already starting to get there, and it's like production model. So if someone wants to create just something that's super human-like, and they have like big machine, and that's the only thing that they care about, then I think that we are probably already there as well. So yeah.
So do you
I think there's
we should give them rights? Like, do you think AI should have rights? Like, isn't that like giving software? It's a program at the end of the day, like it's software.
No, I don't. Well, I don't think if something acts like a human, then it's a human or it's alive. I don't think it's alive. And even if it's going to be able to mimic people, then it's not live. It doesn't have emotion. It can like simulate emotions and everything, and I don't see a reason why, like even like the discussion about that should be there.
Yeah, me too.
Or what is? I mean,
I don't know.
what is life or like real emotion? It could be, emotions might be. I mean, I'm not saying like we might be sentient, and we might be kind of much more than just bunch of chemicals mixed together and things like that, right? But we also might be a very sophisticated program, because in some way we are programmed by our parents, by our society, by things. So we're kind of like running the code and making complex things and kind of decision-making tree every day, all the time, right? And the question is, if AI can replicate that, and fool us, if that's enough for us to say, babe, yep, it's real, it's alive. While it kind of will not be alive, but what is alive, in the end of the day?
Yeah, I mean, but
it's also a question.
If it would be like that, then we should probably say like anything else than it's not us is not alive. Just from the
I mean, I agree.
Perspective. Like,
I agree.
If we are going to the super,
I agree.
Then
I agree.
Nothing actually matters.
Like,
and then there will be some activists which will say like, you're putting yourself above everything, even computers, and you're like, yes, and they're like, screw you.
Wait a year or two.
Exactly. There will be pro AI activists,
so?
marching around.
That would be so weird.
Oh yeah, people are crazy.
Like, like giving AI rights. Like, I think that's a scary thing, and I think corporations will try to push that. Because once you give AI rights, that's like, I don't know. It's like
I don't think AI should have rights.
Yeah, it's like giving a
I don't think AI has
rights. Like, corporations are like evil.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, no matter what, it's like they're not evil, but they're like the lack of accountability that a person can have is what kind of creates that like free for all when it comes to a corporation. If we give it rights, like I don't know, like imagine if GPT had rights. That would be crazy. Like you have to pay it and give it tips and. Like I don't know, like
yeah, I think the activism
they'll
is
give
really
them
close.
limitations
no
too.
way. Why?
Because-
Why
Limitations.
do you think it's close?
Yeah, like because I think it's already like year ago when the AI was like really bad comparing to what we have right now, and there was this one companion app where the lady created something to recreate, I don't know, like her husband or something like
I
that,
saw it, yeah.
and then she actually commercialized it. There was like so many people
Isn't it called
that got like addicted to it, or like I don't know if addicted is the
Companion
right
or
word.
something like that. It was
It's
called.
like-
I don't
yeah,
remember.
then they changed
Replica,
it,
I think.
and there was like huge backlash and everything,
yeah.
and
I
that was
remember
like
that.
year ago. So imagine right now, like
Yeah.
the
Oh yeah, good
you know,
point.
Omni, like you can, and actually these companions are quite popular. There's a lot of them, people making a lot of money on it. So like even now, like when you look at the latest model,
Yep.
it's actually like emotion and everything.
By the way, I have to say, those companies who are making money on it, most of them are dirty morons because they're making money on people's feelings, like on a primitive people's feelings, and trying to misuse that to actually get people addicted to those apps. And they're tweaking the algorithm to make those people stack more and pay more. You know what I mean? Like this is, like they have some many of them have some very bad intentions. And I think that needs to be regulated rather than giving them rights. The companies have to be regulated who are behind those apps, because again, people are like children or young people. They're you can kind of make them do whatever you want, right? It's like with Fortnite and buying skins and all of this stuff.
I
Like
actually
these
saw
companies,
there was a guy
like
that killed
ro-
himself
Wait,
because of these like
yeah,
apps.
like no, but it doesn't matter if he kills it. But like, ask any parent. I mean, not myself, for example. But ask any parent, like, what are your kids asking you the most? And they will say like, oh, they were asking me for money to buy something in Roblox or in Fortnite. And I'm like, this is sick. You know, if you're making your business model tailored to make kids want to buy more things, what are we teaching them first? But also, why parents not doing anything? But because it's easy, you know, like kids are busy, parents can do whatever they want, and then and the same with AI. You know, you'll keep person busy. You can kind of twist the person's mind in a way, and then make him addicted or her addicted to the app, and then just milk them for money. And I think that's a very, very dangerous thing, and I would definitely regulate that.
Or
Because
change your
messing up with
ideologies,
psychology.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
make a
messing up
friend
with
and-
psychology is it was very, very, very scary stuff.
Yeah, like you make a friend, and then they can just patch the friend or
Exactly.
remove the friend, and tell you, yeah, we increase prices.
Yeah,
Like,
if you still want
of
access
course everyone
to,
will like
to your
pay,
friend.
you know.
I mean, they're doing it now. Imagine like they put ads. So like you'd be having blah 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 blah. All of a sudden there's an ad, and then if you want to be able to
No,
talk
it's
with
not
them
all of a
without
sudden.
ads-
No. Think about no. Think twice. It will not be all of a sudden. It will be natively in a conversation.
Oh yeah.
That friend will mention
Like
something,
what-
and you would not even know that it's an ad.
Yeah.
That's the worst part of
To
it.
try the new Coke.
Wouldn't your
it's
life
so
be
good.
so much nicer with a new car?
What are you doing? I'm
it'll
sipping
just-
the new Coke.
Yeah, it'll just slip things in there like, wouldn't your life be nicer if you did
Yeah.
this or that or bought one of these? And it'll convince you that, it won't be a straight out ad. It'll be, persuasive conversations.
Exactly.
It'll
Social
suck you into buying
engineering.
things or.
Yeah.
For sure, man.
Yeah.
Arda, what are your thoughts on these like sex AI companions?
Why sex,
was-
man? What? How did you bring sex in here, man? First strippers, now
Why
sex.
me?
Because that's where AI is gonna go. Like that's like the pinnacle of all AI. You know, like once they get, yeah, you know what I mean. When they can emulate like human companionship. Yo, imagine if someone had an AI like girlfriend, and then the AI girlfriend died, and then the guy started to cry, and he had like a funeral, and that's wild. That's like, it's like crazy talk, bro. Like you know what I mean? Like it's like,
Yeah, you can revive the
oh
girlfriend
yeah, maybe yeah.
just for $100.
Exactly for 200
Yeah.
subscribe today.
Yeah, 1 year lifespan. I was thinking about how unforgiving we are now already for like self-driving taxi, for example. It's some sort of robot, right? There's a company in San Francisco that's getting sued or under investigation because they've had 22 accidents. But I was thinking as I read the article, like how many Uber accidents have there been? I'm sure way more than that. But we're like, it's
Yeah.
okay for some reason because it's a human piloting the car. We have like
no forgiveness for the robot driving the car. Like they'd have to have a perfect track record for everyone to be like, oh, this is okay. And I wonder, as there was a worker in a Tesla factory too that recently was killed by a robot.
By a Tesla
But if
car?
it was like a sawmill and it was a saw
it was
that cut someone's arm off, it's like, oh, that was a stupid
Ooh.
human getting their arm in the wrong place. But since it was a robot, like it's like not acceptable, even though it's just a machine doing a job, and someone probably
what
just
does
got in the wrong
machine
place at the
have
wrong
to do
time.
anything? Yeah.
It's just because they
I
call
think
it a
it-
robot, so it
Yeah.
implies that it has some
yeah.
sort
You
of
know what?
decision making that then it made a bad decision.
I
Like-
agree.
That's
with
only
you, man.
because
I think we should give like robots rights, like you know what I mean? Like our computers.
How
should
did
have
we end up
rights.
there?
I'm just kind of elaborating on what. Yo, think about it. Imagine if you were a computer. You have to be on 8 hours a day. It's not right. Like it's cruel. We should have at least a 2-hour break between, so that
Robot
the computer
lawyers.
can
What
rest,
the
have
hell?
a cigarette.
Hey, shut
have
him
some
down,
lunch.
someone. Tell
Dude,
him to
that
turn
is
off
for
the
sure.
power.
They're all going to be
Turn on
robot
the power.
lawyers. I'm sure. of
Yeah.
that.
But come on,
Robot
come on.
lawyers
Like,
to be.
multitasking. Just look at your computer. Like my computer, probably even in here is like I don't know, 20% working. So like if I'm at work and I work like 20% when I'm doing my hardest work, like am I actually working?
Okay.
It's all about the context.
I think it's fine.
Yeah. So like.
working 8 hours a week and just working on one CPU and seven
Like half a brain,
seven
like-
cores is just what the hell? It's good to be a computer. I don't know. I think they have it too easy.
Yo, so Ardub, are you saying that we should give the robots rights and
No, I'm just saying like we need to look at it as at a whole bigger picture, like self-driving cars.
Yeah, I
Let's
know,
say
but
in the
it's
United
different.
States
It's
there's
different when a
self-driving
human
cars
kills a
and there's like
human.
Well,
because
I think
when-
that's only
like when
That's
a
just
robot
because we
it
haven't
seems to be
accepted.
okay.
it's like a robot killing a human. That's way worse than a human killing a human.
Unacceptable.
Yeah, wouldn't you agree? Like it's
That's
Like,
that's
why,
only
though?
because we haven't accepted robots as
Why,
normal
though?
yet.
Yeah, why?
It's because we don't
expect
think
to
of
be
them
perfect.
the same as we do people, but that'll change eventually. I think we'll just think of robots as just another human or another thing. We won't think of them as autonomous objects. I think, and then the more we accept them, I think the more they'll have responsibilities, and we'll accept them or reject them, either one.
Nah, bro, they're robots.
Same as
man.
everybody
I'm not gonna
else.
tell a robot please and thank you. What the hell? Like that's like.
Okay.
Why would I do that? Like that's like.
I don't know.
silliness.
Maybe get more food or something. I
But
don't
it's a
know.
robot.
Hurt their feelings.
Better quota.
If you don't tip it, it'll shoot motor oil into your food or something like that. You got to watch out.
Yeah.
Be nice to the robot.
Yay.
Interesting. Yeah, honestly hope that like it doesn't like when I see like all these advances in robotics and like AI happening so quickly, like it makes me worried a little bit that maybe they really are gonna depopulate the earth and replace the majority of us with robots, right? I mean, like you can see it. It's,
Well,
'cause before I thought there's no way. Like how who's gonna do all the jobs? Like who's
Ultra, I have good news for you.
Yeah.
When that happens, you
Dangerous
won't be
jobs.
alive.
You think so? Like you think I'll like ascend?
I
to
think
the
I
next
think I
level?
think we are a generation which still will get enjoying the robots serving us, and our kids might get in trouble for that.
Oh no!
I'm just saying.
Oh wow, no! Yo, we'll have to train them.
They already have fully
Judgment
automated
Day.
restaurants. I saw a robot today that'll load trucks. They have robots, construction robots that'll build things without any human interaction at all, and
Yeah.
more and more things are being automated.
Yeah,
I mean, that's kind of awesome because the construction is pretty risky and tough job. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying we should not do it, but in the end of the day, if you're like building something 50 stories up in the sky and there's a crane and stuff, sometimes you look down and you wish there's a robot who could do
Yeah.
that for you. You know what I mean? It's like you're hanging out there and there's wind and it's very cold
I
and you're
guess.
still doing it. So
But then you're losing so many jobs though too.
Well,
Yeah,
know,
but
you think
it's
of
if you look at the economy in the past, whenever there was a shake-up event happening in the economy, like steam engine or writing or whatever, there was always, yes, a lot of jobs were lost, but a lot of new jobs were created. So it's kind of like, first of all, we're becoming more efficient, and that brings some efficiency into the economy. So yes, some people will lose job, but also many new people will find new jobs. I don't think it's that catastrophic as we think it is. And every time humanity thought, oh my God, steam engine is now, look at this, all the workers will lose the job, and horse riders will lose their jobs, and cars will replace everything, and what's gonna do? All horses will die in the end. In the end of the day, horses are now living better than ever because they're being treated as pets, and they're having the best life they've ever had. Because in the past they had to like carry people and be in the streets all the time. So I think it's evolution. Like, that's how things evolve. We just need to make sure that we are progressing in the right direction. But I have still good faith in humanity, and I think at the end of the day, most of the people think well. They want well, and that's how things will. I mean, will robots cause some troubles? Absolutely. Will AI cause some troubles? Absolutely. But will it be net positive for the humanity? I think 120%. Like, of course.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I think like one potential problem with that is like in past, like usually these changes were over quite long period of time, and people like humans are like very adaptable. So they were able to change, and even if the person was unable to change, then still like they were able to get some jobs or something like that, even if in the old industry, and their kids were able to do the new jobs. But I think the problem now could be with it happening so fast, and like being multiple changes just stacking on top of each other, and that many people will have problems to adapt. And yeah, I think it will be like much bigger impact on the society than it was before in those changes, because it was
I agree.
just
I agree.
because
Yeah.
of the speed.
I agree. But I think we'll survive. You know what I mean? Like,
I think they actually have that planned out. Like, I think it's all planned out.
Who? Robots?
No.
Yeah, exactly. Can you say who?
Yeah, the Illuminati, the Rothschild, the
Oh, these
the
ones.
people
Oh, these
we
guys.
don't want to
Okay.
talk
Yeah.
about,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
we all know they exist, and because think
Absolutely.
about it.
Listen.
If they're releasing all these things, right, and at the end of the day, all of this is really coming from the military, DARPA, and it's being funneled through these corporations, right? So they already have a better idea of how robotics and AI is going to be in the future than we do. Now check this out. Everyone had to take a vaccine, right? And whether you like it or not,
No.
the vaccine. Okay.
Not everyone.
All right, lucky you guys. Big. Ooh, look at me. My sperm is worth $1 million.
Oh, exactly. Bitcoin. Sperm of unvaccinated is the new Bitcoin. I just wanna say it here, okay?
So here's the thing: if like you look at like the time frame of like the vaccine, it reduces your life, and this is just a hypothesis. What if like 10 years?
No.
down
It
the
reduces
time,
your life.
Yeah, my life, our life. Okay, whatever. Don't rub in my face. And then think about it, right? So you took a vaccine. You're not going to be needed at all for any form of work because they're going to have robots that are going to replace you. So why not just kill them off slowly with like a shot that will kill them over a couple of years?
Listen.
With the robots?
Once,
That's
if
what's
there will
gonna
be a
happen.
robot which can replace my position in my company and do everything I do, I would just bow and say like, that's amazing, man. Take over my job.
In China, they're using AI as CEOs. I've seen it, so it's not far off, man. Maybe
Listen. I need a link to that. I need a link to that very quickly. Very quickly. Provide me the link to that, please.
He's gonna be like, okay, Arthur, I'm your.
Yeah, it's
AI.
actually true, but I don't know how much.
I would listen if someone will complain
like
or there will be
like a
questions about our
marketing stunt.
headset. I would like, listen, this is AI. Go ask them. I don't care.
Ask my live forever
You
mode
know?
avatar. Hey, I'm Arthur.
Exactly.
What questions do you have?
Hey, VR1 is a very good headset. It's a perfect headset. But
hello,
hey, I
my
have a
name is
problem. The
Afghan.
shipping is late.
Welcome
The
to
shipping is
Somnium.
late. But VR1 is very good headset. It's a beautiful field of view. But my shipping is late. Yeah, but I'm telling you, it's a very good headset. You'll be enjoying it very much. This will be like
Just
never-ending
imagine with me.
discussion. Exactly.
Yeah, so hopefully it all works out. I think we'll be okay though in
Yeah.
the future.
By the
Unless they
way,
deploy
off-topic
those
question.
killer
How do I
drones.
sound? How do I sound? Do I sound very good?
You sound like $1 million.
Yeah.
$1,000,000. Listen, VR1 will be cheaper than that. That's a VR1 microphone, so
Nice. It sounds really
that's good news.
Like really good.
Yeah. I mean, we tweaked it a lot. Like
Yeah.
we've installed some
Very nice.
some like the last edition before production goes live was to install also the anti-popping filter, so it doesn't pop anymore, the sound, and now it sounds crisp
Yeah, it does.
It
and
sounds
stereo
great.
and
Sounds really
yeah, it is. It's actually like we've spent probably cumulative like 5 months working just on microphone as well. Like this is just
Yeah,
you know,
paid off. It sounds better.
making
I
sure
think.
we'll
in
see. It
a
didn't
valve.
yet, but we'll see. I mean,
It sounds really crisp. I can't even like compare.
It does, it
anyone
does.
have like a valve? Yo, speak. You have a valve.
Huh?
Speak.
What? Yeah, I have a valve index.
Okay.
yeah.
Testing 1, 2,
Hi.
3.
I 1 2 3
Hello?
1 2 3. VR1 microphone here. Hello.
Okay.
Let's do
Valve
that live
index.
test.
Get
Here, check.
closer. Like
Okay.
your face.
Closer.
Face.
Hello.
All right, kiss.
Okay, hello.
Very comfy. Very
Now we're
comfy, man.
stereo.
What? We're testing microphone
Surround
here.
sound.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Lip to lip.
We're gonna get feedback.
Okay,
We're gonna get feedback.
Let's count, Woofer. Let's count from 1 to 10. Okay, you count from 1 to 10. Can you do that?
Okay. Yeah. 1, 2,
2,
3,
3,
4,
4,
5,
5,
6,
6,
7,
7,
8,
9,
9, 10.
10.
1, 2.
Okay, now the jury has to choose who sounds better.
Sound pretty similar.
Yeah. Okay. Now you have to
Uh-oh.
count from 10 to 1, and you have to say your
Okay.
10.
ABCs backwards. Backwards.
No.
Yeah. Come on.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom!
Let
Bam!
me get the
I
AI
don't know
in
if Valve
here.
is better, but I was faster. Does it count?
Yo, okay, guys.
ZYX,
Closing thoughts on AI and robotics. We'll start with.
I want to buy a robot companion.
Don't
I want
you
my
already
robot
have that?
to-
Like Lundi. What do you call it? Looney.
Lundi? Why Lundi? Luna.
Luna.
Luna is fun, but it's not like
Lundi.
it cannot cook or like I don't know.
It's-
I
or
want
tell
a
you
full robot
jokes.
companion, like
Yeah, I want a
humanoid
robot
robot
that
companion.
will-
You know?
Tell me jokes and
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
jerk me off. No, I'm just joking.
What the? Oh my God! Turn off the stream, people. Oh my God! Will it be she at least? Please.
No, it's a they, bro. Come on, it's 2024.
Oh
2024.
Jesus, give me a
The
break.
robots are like.
Oh, wait a second.
Please refer to me.
I'm sorry,
to
I'm
my
sorry, I'm
preferred
sorry.
pronouns,
I'm sorry,
people.
guys. Why are we having conversation in this room if next to it
Yo,
we
then
have a freaking natural jacuzzi? Like, what the hell?
Ooh.
Look at this. This is crazy.
But there's a floor here, though.
Yeah, but we
Okay.
can fly down.
Hey, don't
That's
fart in
awesome.
the pool. Hey.
Yeah, it's nice.
I mean,
fun.
farting is fine, but don't
Farting-
piss in the pool, please. Okay, that's
Oh,
worth
yeah,
it.
no.
okay. guys, let's have some closing thoughts for this interesting discussion. Let's start with Wilfred Blast. Closing thoughts on robotics and AI. Do you have an optimistic or a
Okay.
pessimistic
Yeah,
outlook?
No, I think it'll all work out. We'll have some bumps, it'll be difficult, but once we accept AI and robotics into the society, once we become used to it and comfortable with it, I think we'll work it out. I think it'll work out okay eventually.
Okay. Hopefully. All right, that's nice.
Yeah.
Arthur, how
Give me humanoid robot
how about you? Bro?
right now. Just put the humanoid robot and ChatGPT 4.0. Boom.
A girl or
That's
a
it.
boy? Like a female or a male robot?
The robot. I want the robot. It looks like a robot. Okay, I don't want a skin or anything.
with
Like the
boobs
robot.
and long hair, or like with no boobs and like short hair?
And no hair, just a robot. The piece of metal. Can I have a piece of metal? Okay.
Alright, yeah,
Like
that's-
this.
No, this is
Bro,
even
it
like
looks
this, but
too
less
hard. I need a
evident.
software
Okay.
one. I need like a softer robot.
Oh, come on.
Oh man,
They-
your
they take
texture
different
looks
one.
amazing in VR1. Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Look
nice,
at you.
Nice work. Nice work.
Ah. Ooh.
Thank you. Look here.
Yes.
Look here.
Touching is allowed.
All right, okay, that's good. You know, robots will
I want
help
one of them.
human beings. Give us like a nice metal.
Please help human
robot.
beings. Yes. Help me.
Awesome. Okay, Artific, how about you? Like, what are your thoughts? Optimistic, pessimistic? What do you think?
Yeah, I'm curious and
Curious,
optimistic.
yeah.
I would say.
Curious.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting.
Yeah,
We'll
so
see.
it's a wild time to be alive, honestly. Like, who would have thought?
Yeah.
Robots and stuff.
It'll probably be
Damn.
hard on society, but
You
know,
think so?
nothing
Like,
we
it's
can
gonna
do
be
about
a rough. Are we talking about riots in the streets and like a global recession and like, you know what I mean? Is that could actually
don't
be
know.
what's
I don't
gonna
know about-
occur? You know what I mean? Like, they're gonna have like a global recession, then robots are gonna come in to save the day and something. I don't know.
Maybe there'll be an
I
AI revolution.
think there will be like some things, some impacts that will be maybe like even the biggest impacts will be something that we can't even like imagine right now. I think.
I agree.
So yeah, it will be
Yeah.
exciting.
Interesting.
Let's focus on
It'll be
that.
exciting. Yeah, I like.
But
that.
overall, I am optimistic.
Yeah, that's great. Oh, great. Exciting times ahead. Thanks, Artific. Ardub, thoughts, man? Yay or nay? on
I pretty much
robotics?
echo what Artific said. I think I'm overall optimistic, but I think the future is going to be stranger than we can imagine.
Stranger than we
Like,
can imagine.
imagine you could go back 25,000 years ago and find like a Native American somewhere and teleport them instantly to the center of Times Square in New York City. Like their mind would just be blown, right? And surely you could say the same thing about us. You go a few thousand years in the future, we would like, it would just seem so strange and alien to us. But
And just go
I'm
back 10 or
optimistic
20 years and
So you're
look
saying
at
I
in
what's
know.
10 years
happening.
it'll be
Not even that far.
shoot. Damn,
no,
bro.
not 10 years, but
Like
you know,
20
a
years.
few generations from now.
Imagine like
it's gonna
20
be
years ago
so-
what it
if we're
was
still
like.
here, we haven't destroyed ourselves.
You think we'll destroy ourselves, or do you think the AI will destroy us for us?
Either is a possibility. Of course.
So we're lazy. Even this we're lazy to do. Like,
Optimistic.
what the hell? It's like press the red button. No, let AI do it.
We're all
Call the robot.
doomed.
Boston Dynamics. Press that button. God damn it.
Maybe
about
the
you?
robots will decide to put us on a big farm,
Yeah, I don't
big
know, man.
prison somewhere.
I'm pessimistic.
This is
about
your
it,
area.
Honestly,
Stay
like,
there.
I don't.
You
I
are?
don't-
You're pessimistic?
Yeah, I mean, like, in
Dang.
a sense, like, I look at the way we've handled all our technology so far, and I'm not pessimistic, but I don't think we're going to be handling it in the most optimal
You know why
way.
he's pessimistic? Because
Why?
he was vaccinated.
Yes.
They injected pessimism in him.
Exactly.
There's a special gene
I
called
swear
pessimism.
to God, that's
and
exactly what occurred, bro.
10 million of faith in humanity.
Inflammation, yo, that's what it is.
Exactly. They basically they just tuned him down. They tuned him down. He's like, okay, we don't want to have people happy people. Happy people problematic. Okay, they think for themselves. Blah blah blah. We need sad people. We want to control them. Let's inject sad gene or something. Boom.
Damn, bro.
We'll
you're
inject them
telling
with
you, man.
AI,
Fight
scaring
it.
me.
artificial
Fight it, man.
ignorance.
I don't know, man. I'm not pessimistic about it, but I'm just saying that we're gonna misuse it, and it's gonna like, for example, look at what happened with social media, right? It's basically destroyed people's attention spans. It's caused all these psychological issues. It's alienated people. Sure, it's done
Yeah.
some like good things, but when you look at like the effect it's had on society as a whole, and like we don't even know how these effects are gonna ripple through time. Like, you know what I mean? These are recent things, but what's gonna occur to our kids, the way they grow up?
But
the
who
way
do you blame? The first thing you were talking about robots was strippers, man. I don't know, man.
Hey man, like, yo, I'm a dude. I like strippers.
Practical man.
I'm a practical man.
practical. It's practicality. Okay,
That's
okay.
exactly it.
I get it.
But yeah, like that's what I think. I think, like, you know, that we're gonna make some mistakes along the way. And we're
I
gonna
believe
find out.
in a boomerang
will.
effect. Okay, Artific knows what I mean, but like I believe in a boomerang effect. And by boomerang effect, I mean that the people in general in society, as much as we can push society to do weird things like attention span and social media and maybe like even some wars and stuff, most of the people, they mean good, and they understand deep down, people understand what's good and bad for them. And I think there will be kind of like a pushback from society at some point to kind of counterbalance what is happening, right? I agree with you, like attention span was destroyed, blah blah blah, but there's a lot of counterbalance movements happening where people are saying like, enough is enough, not using these apps, not using that app, and things like that. And there's a lot of kind of, we start to understand better and better how those apps operate, how they make money, and why they're misusing our information and data and everything. And I think at some point, like for example, cryptocurrencies might be, I'm not saying they are 100%, but that's another, it's a way of a pushback against the central currencies, right? So you kind of have people always try to find a way to counter push and push against the system, let's say, especially if that system is harming them, and subconsciously they understand that this system is harming them. And I think that's where the pushback comes in. So it's always a balance. It's, yin and yang, and plus and minus, and all good and bad.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a
That's
tipping
a good point.
point. A tipping
Yes.
point where like we're
Yes.
like enough, and then the
I just
cycle
only hope
happens
that the
again.
tipping point is not nuclear bomb or something. But hey, who am I to judge?
Really.
Yeah. So let's do it. Future, here we come. Wait,
Let's do what? Don't do nuclear bombs.
Okay,
nuclear
I'm pushing it. I'm
bombs
pushing it.
and robot strippers in the future.
Why are you talking about strippers? People watch our streams. They want to educate themselves, and they're like opening up. And
Nuclear
there's, like, first thing they hear is like
Think
strippers.
about
They're
it,
like,
isn't
okay,
this
so
like
New
in space,
audiences.
all right.
New audiences.
yeah, like
you know?
robots.
Oh, progressive.
You need to be
Okay,
inclusive.
Think of like the movement that the advancements in
Furies
movement
here.
Yeah.
Oh, like half Furies,
that,
but still.
that people have to like
Oh,
develop.
look who
to-
came! Tanya came here.
No,
look,
no way.
I see her.
Yo, what's
Oh,
up,
here she
Tanya? Yo.
Hello.
Tanya.
Hello, she's
Tanya.
here.
Hey,
What's
is
up,
my
what's
mic
up?
on?
Yeah.
Yes, your mic is on. Yes,
I
yes.
found
we can hear
you! Oh my god!
Yes, you did.
Nice.
Here we are.
We definitely were not talking about strippers. I can guarantee you that.
We were talking about
Yeah,
robots.
I
Strippers.
know.
No.
Robots. strippers.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
Thank you
I
for,
tried to
clarifying
stream, but no one looked at the chat on stream. I couldn't find you, but yeah, here I am. How are you? I
she's
missed
here.
you all so much.
Yeah.
oh, we're great.
You
We're
too.
we're having the discussion here and saying goodbye to this client. Soon there will be a new client.
Yeah.
It'll be 3.0.
Yeah, I think Woofer
I'm gonna
Blast, you
miss this
told me
one.
that I should download like new client. I need to catch up with everything, yes.
Did you join the
Yeah, there's a
alpha
lot of-
online?
I'm in the old version I had on my computer. I don't know what I need to
Yeah.
do.
So do you have
Yeah,
like?
it's, if you go to our website, there is a join alpha button at somniumspace.com, and join alpha button. Just apply and we'll add you to the alpha group for testing.
All right.
Awesome. Yo, I can't wait to see what you.
Julio.
Awesome. So you were talking about
Yeah, we were
strippers, right?
talking about.
No, robot. Oh, please, robots,
the
robot. We're talking about
robots.
AI and
I
robots,
know.
okay?
Of like,
He was
I
talking
know,
about
I-
strippers.
I was talking about the
he,
robots.
he was,
heard.
yes.
I like robots. Too.
He needs to get married.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
heard you were talking
Wise
about the
woman here.
AI and stuff. Yeah.
So, what's your opinion on the whole robotics developments and AI? Like,
I mean, I've been following it like forever and expecting some things to become way more developed and advanced than they are at this moment. But yeah, I mean, it's funny looking at like this race of big companies. Now everybody pushing so many of like AI components everywhere. So that's the thing I don't like, this competition. So we will see how will it go, but it's definitely really exciting.
yeah.
And I love a lot of things that keep happening. Yeah, I also watched this open AI presentation, chat GPT, sorry. And yeah, very interesting, I have to admit.
Have you used AI at all in your work? in like any of your
I've
art?
been
or-
using like different aspects of machine learning for many years. I've been also like collaborating as part of this art science lab for many years. So yeah, I mean, I've tried things. So back in the day, you couldn't do much. So yeah, we were all waiting, and I think we still are to see the like development of technology. Like just couple of years ago, you would need like a supercomputer almost to do basic stuff, to like train a little bit of
yeah.
software to recognize human emotion, and now it's suddenly like way more advanced and readily available almost to anyone. So yeah, very, very, very exciting.
Yeah, so that's
They're even
optimistic.
putting AI in watches and phones and
Bro,
things.
they're putting
now.
it in everything. I seen it in like a
I
barbecue,
mean,
Yeah.
it's
a
fancy
microwave, a
now,
toaster.
right?
Everything's
Barbecues.
better
Yeah.
with AI.
Yeah, everything's better.
Yeah,
Do you
everything
remember
has to be
Bluetooth?
yeah, everything has to glow. Everything
Oh,
has to have a
cars.
word meta in it. Like you can just like analyze makeup. It's crazy. Everything has to have something to do with metaverse, and it has to have like some sort of like a sci-fi glow.
Yeah,
So,
it's
very
there's always like
bizarre.
a trend. It feels like every year there's like a trend. There was like VR,
Yeah.
the metaverse. Now it's AI. What's the next one gonna be? AI movies, I think, and like now we have
Oh,
robotics.
that's possible right
the
now.
next one right now is robotics. That's the next big trend. Yeah, that's the next big trend. Robotics. Did
I
you guys
think
see that
converging all of those trends
rabbit
into one.
R1? Did you guys see that little assistant? That's like this little box.
It's a joke.
Yeah, it's a
joke,
right?
unfortunately.
I saw it online. I was like, what the heck? Like, I can't believe like this was so hype.
It's again. I think if we look at really where it's all going. If you looked at presentation of Chat of OpenAI or of Google I/O, where they use the phone camera to converse with the AI and AI saw things around it, the next natural progression of this are glasses, and Vision Pro, for example, is an example of this kind of glasses. But let's say Vision Pro gets 2 times smaller and 2 times cheaper in some near future. That's already a device which I would wear all the time outside, because if it can give me the context and I can see people's names and information which I'm looking on the phone, like Google Maps, like restaurants around me, or things like this, I would use Vision Pro outside just to do that. Like, literally that. I don't want to look at my phone. I want to have my information in front of me.
So what's going on?
And then AI
with
will help you to
the Vision Pro. Like, is it
nothing.
I was
It's going
seeing
well.
online that it's kind of dead now.
Yeah, don't
like
read
the-
those. This is
what is
those are people who have
What's
zero
the-
idea what they're
what's
saying.
the
At 1 week they're
actual
saying
application
Vision Pro is not
ecosystem
selling.
now?
Another week they're saying, oh, it's actually selling. And then the 1 week they're saying like, oh my god, it's super bad. And the next week is like, oh, actually Apple is preparing the second generation at half the price. So
How about
Apple
the App Store
had beat
is it good now,
Apple
or-
had that beat their expectations for this year deliveries already. And they
Okay.
will be starting selling in Europe and other parts of the world after WWDC in June. So there'll be another spike of Vision Pros, and probably there'll be a bunch of announcements of Vision Pro 2.0. Like, for example, even today they announced or show that there will be compatibility features, and they will allow like live captions. So if someone is talking and you are getting the text of it, could be even translated later. So imagine. So like all those kind of things. It's just, it needs first iPhone was not that good, but in 2-3 generations it was ubiquitous. You will not be able to live without it, and that's exactly what will happen with Vision Pro and Vision lineup. So everything's good.
And what's the
They are on
App
track.
Store like? Are there like now actual developers?
It's getting
creating-
better. I mean, I don't think it's
Are
like
there
it's
any-
like it's getting better, but again, it takes time to build good apps, but also to kind of build apps for the new form factor. People are getting used to it. Like most of the developers are having their hands on this device for like 3-4 months now. It's not that much, it's like the time is needed. Anyways, I need to run, my dear friends.
Okay. All right, guys.
Amazing.
Let's finish this stream. Let's have a quick
Hell yeah.
group picture. Come on, over here, over behind with Arthur. Where Arthur is. Yeah, like where Arthur is. Yeah, go. Okay.
How do I move?
Oh,
Hell yeah.
There you go. Okay, hold on. Let me just
Yeah.
let me just jump in. Yeah, thanks for joining us, everyone, on the Somnium Show with the wonderful
How
people.
are
of
your legs
Somnium
floating
Space. 1,
like
2,
that?
3. Yeah, keep it up.
Yay.
Yeah, thanks for everyone.
Bye.
Have a wonderful rest of your day and wonderful life.
You
We'll
too,
see
everybody.
soon on the
See
Somnium
ya.
Show. Woo. Peace out,
See you, everyone.
guys.
Bye.
See y'all later.
Look how I'm gliding.